afternoon, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me and you are new here, my name is Leah. I am the owner of Lero Art, and this is now week 3. Apparently that deserved a of finishing all of my whips. If you haven't seen last week's video or the week before, both will be linked up here. Go ahead and watch that first, because I think I've done a really good job so far, and it's not very often I toot my own horn, but I absolutely am with everything that I've done, especially last week because I did the beetle and little pig and they both just looked so good. Today we are going to be working, or should I say this week, because there's not a lot of today left. We're going to be working on finishing Big Pig and the crocodile. I don't have a lot of Big Pig left to work on. I did, after I finished filming for last week, carry on working on Big Pig. I'll show you in a second, but I did the embroidery and I started working on the tail because there wasn't that much to do. I was kind of hoping to have finished the tail so I could just show you what I did in last week's video, but it didn't quite work out that way. And also, the reason it didn't work out that way is because I ran out of yarn. So I had to buy more yarn. I actually bought more yarn before this though. It's Wednesday today, it came yesterday, which was Tuesday. But yeah, I bought myself a whole bunch of yarn because I mentioned in last week's video that I went through my yarn storage and just sorted the whole thing out. I also forgot to insert a picture of that. Just remembered. If I haven't, because I know I haven't inserted it in last week's video, it is now inserted here. I completely forgot. I do apologise. Yeah, so I went through my yarn storage and was kind of looking at the colours that I had and what I didn't and what I needed topping up on. And I put in a rather large order and also treated myself because I wanted to. So I'm going to show you what colours I ordered and I'll kind of tell you the intention behind them, and then I'll show you what I treated myself to and what I've been doing with it. So let me go grab the really big bags of wool and we'll go from there. So I do in fact have 2 full bags of yarn. 2 full bags of yarn. And if you're wondering, I ordered the Yarn Smith's Chunky Chenille yarn. I bought it once on a whim because they were a UK company. It was going to come relatively soon. I liked all of the colours. There's so many colours in this range, and the moment I ordered it and received it, I have been absolutely obsessed with this yarn since. And I have been wanting to try other brands, but there's just none that is as soft as this, in my opinion. Not sponsors, no affiliation, nothing. I just really love this yarn, and I don't honestly think I would like to try another brand. I'm too loyal. This is the thing with me, is once I know I like something, it's really hard for me to stray away from anything else, especially when I know it works so well. Don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. There is a couple of colours that feel a little like chalky and weird, but it still feels better than most that I have tried and used in the past. But anyway, let's get into what I actually ordered. There's not much different from what I have ordered in the past, but it's still exciting to get a yarn order. So let's get into this bag, because this bag's full of loads of pinks and purples. Sipping my tea first. So first off, I got 2 balls of royal blue, and this is the colour that I use for the bat. So guess what that's for. I have 2 of the magenta, and I believe this is what I used for Big and Little Pig. I thought I also used it for the ladybird, but I definitely didn't. This is Fandango Pink, and this was for the ladybird. This is the ladybird's wings. The colours look a little bit different on camera than they do in person. I'm just kind of wondering if me facing that way would be better, but probably not. This colour is Pink Berry. This is also what I use on the ladybird. And by the way, I got 2 of everything minus one of the colours, which I'll tell you in a second. But this is Pinkberry. I got some more of, I believe this is Plum Purple. I got more Plum Purple. And yeah, this is the brand that I use, by the way. Yarn Smith's Chunky Chenille. This is Plum Purple. Again, this is for the pig. I got more of the, what's this called? Petal Pink. This one is my favourite yarn because it is the softest. It's like a cloud. I could sleep on this. It's that soft. They're all soft. This one, super soft. But this is also for the pig. And then I got a new colour that I've never ordered before. This one is Sugar Plum. And this is actually going to be for the badger. So for the badger, I'm intending on using... Can I insert my thumb in your hole, please? For the badger, I intend on using Sugar Plum and Deep Purple and also white. Again, this Sugar Plum is just as soft as Pinkberry. Maybe it's the more like pastel-y colours that are the fluffy ones. But yeah, they're both really soft. And that's all in this bag. So I have another bag to go. Just going to put all of these back in. Nice and neat. Nice and neat. Nice. Not so neat. So yes, that is one very happy bag of yarns, and also the vibe of like the bag colour is pretty nice. I like that. Bag number 2. So this one is a bit of a mishmash of everything. So in this first up we have a colour I've never ordered before. This is called Brown Bear. And this is going to be for the sparrow. We have more of, I believe, Latte, which is one of my favourite colours that they do. So this is going to be for the beetle as well as the sparrow. We have some Carrot. This is going to be for the bee. I have another new colour. Is this new? New colour for me. When I say new colour, it's new colour for me. Tropical Teal. No, it's not. I've had this before. I just haven't really used it. So I've technically got 3 balls of this and I ordered 2. So Tropical Teal. This was for the hippopotamus. Bees. We have some more of Primrose Yellow. Again, this is going to be for the bumblebee. I have, another new colour. Sky Blue. Again, that one's soft too. This is Sky Blue, and again, this is for the hippopotamus. And this is also another really soft one. I wonder if it's the lighter colours that are the softest. Interesting. We have another purple colour. Where is the hole? That's what she said. This is Purple Orchid, and this is for a ladybird. And last but not least, we have the colour to help start it all. We have Tangerine, and take a guess what this is for. This is for the worm. As I've obviously said, I bought a bunch of these yarns, and then obviously said what they're for, and a lot of them are for projects I've already done. So I briefly touched on last week that I am launching my website over on Shopify officially at the end of June. My plan between now and June is not only to get the website up, running, live, working, but is also, is that right? Is also to stock it up with a bunch of the Sweet Treat Partyworm animals. Sweet Treat Partyworm is to fill it up with a bunch of the Sweet Treat Party animals for you guys that you have been absolutely loving. So far what will be on there is obviously the worm. We're going to have OG worm and baby worm. We're going to have the OG bat and hopefully a baby bat. We will have OG ladybird and again, hopefully baby ladybird. And we're going to have little pig and hopefully little baby pig. And the same with the beetle, the crocodile. Basically, all of the animals that I've made so far, I would like to make them again and have a baby version. And my ideal number for each would be, fingers crossed, 2 of each of them, but I also know that is a lot of work for me to do, so we will aim for 1 of each. Depends how fast they will take me, and because I will be working on not only crocheting the ones that I've already done, but basically starting a new pattern for a baby version, it is a hell of a lot of work for me to do. Not only that, I also want to have my crochet patterns on there for you. So the crochet patterns from when the website is officially live is going to be just the baby versions of them. Mostly because I feel like they're going to be a lot more manageable for you guys. Not that the, original worm wasn't a manageable pattern. It is a relatively big pattern and it requires you to have a lot of yarn and stuff in. I just think it'd be more fun to have a bunch of the little ones, and I can also offer them at a lower price. But yeah, that is the plan so far. So basically, long story short, I've stocked up on a bunch of wool that I needed for the animals that I'm hoping to create ready for the website, but I've also bought a bunch of colours that I don't have, so I can just go straight into making the rest of the animals for the party collection. So yeah, I've basically just stocked up, hopefully with enough that I don't have to buy anything for a very long time, because I can just get to making. So between now and June, I will be making a bunch of the stuff I've already done for the website, as well as the baby versions, and then I just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. And then I think after I've done the website is when I will then go into working on some more animals. So if you are a fan of the game Viva Pinata, that this is where I am obviously making the animals from, please leave me some comments down below of suggestions of animals that you would like me to do next, because I have a list and I think I'm just going to have to put them in a spin wheel as to what I'm going to do and hope that I have the colours. But next I definitely would like to work on some of the smaller animals, so I think I would like to work on the bee and the sparrow. I would really like to work on like the snake and the 2-headed snake at some point. I just need to figure out how to do it. And yeah, I have lots of plans. I have lots of things I want to do, and I just feel like I will never have enough time. But yes, either way, huge yarn haul with a bunch of new colours, a new website coming soon at the end of June, and my treat. So let me put these away. So I've wanted for a few months now to buy myself this specific tool, because one of my pet peeves, which I didn't realise was a pet peeve of mine until I started crocheting and realised how much of a pain in the arse this actually is when I am using yarn and for some reason it knots itself. Why do you do that? What I also really dislike, which is technically my fault but not, is when I've used the yarn, I've ravelled it up, it looks lovely, I can put it away, it looks nice and neat, I can pull it out, not a problem. I go to use it and again it knots itself. Why? So I have in fact bought myself a yarn winder. This is the yarn winder. It doesn't actually have a brand, or does it? It just is called Wool Winder. I don't know if it has a specific brand or not, but I've been playing with it and it's just on this table that you are also attached to, so I apologise for the wobbling. Oh, they're way too tight. But this is it, and I genuinely really like it. It's not an electrical one, it is a hand winding one, which for me right now is pretty perfect because I like doing stuff like this. I like to be a bit more involved. My only pet peeve is this thing, because it's supposed to lock, which it does, but if your yarn is in slightly the wrong place, or this is in slightly the wrong place, it does that mid yarn winding, which just drive me absolutely potty. But I've kind of cracked how to keep it, and I'm having to like hold it here while the yarn threads through my fingers and then threads through this thing. It's not a long-term solution to fix it, but for now it's fine. So I have been having a play with it, and this was attempt number 2 or 3. I had a go yesterday, but this was attempt number 2. This was attempt number 3, and then I finally landed on attempt number 4, which is much better. This is the one where I had my hands like here and the yarn was threading through the thing. So this one held up a lot better. It's a lot sturdier. Like these are quite like floppy, so I just don't think I've got the right tension holding it and also winding it. If you do it too fast, it goes messy. If you do it too slow, it goes messy. But yeah, I'm happy that I bought one of these. And while I was having a play with it with my partner sat next to me yesterday, I was sat next to my partner while I was playing. I was convinced that these were going to be hard, and I don't really know why. It's wool. Why would they turn into a solid just because I've wound it up into a cake? I don't know why. To be fair, I think this one, which is definitely more sturdier, is probably more of what I was expecting. When I did it the first time, I was like, wow, that's really floppy. And it wasn't what I was expecting. But I think I've mastered it. I think I've got there. And it's definitely a lot better than it was yesterday. I have also used these 3 colours because even though I said I'm not going to start any new whips, I don't feel like this counts because it's not the same type of wool and it's not the same type of projects. But I used them to just start making a beanie. Just wanted to have a go at making a beanie to see how they would turn out. Obviously, I've got an abundance of like acrylic or cotton yarn. I still don't know what it is that I'm trying to get through, so I just thought, let's do something where I can just sit, not have to think about what I'm doing, and just make basically a square and attach it together. So I did make a beanie. It's currently upstairs though. While it looks really good, my partner says it's a bit too tight, which is fine. So I just need to add a few extra like stitches to make it a bit wider, but it's very nice. Like it's very stretchy. I don't feel like it was too warm, you know, and beanies are a bit too warm. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna just kind of have a go at making in the background when I want to crochet, but I don't want to do like a plushie. So yeah, I made a beanie out of these 3 nice variegated combo. It's not even variegated, but it looks it. Nice little combo. I'm happy. And then obviously, because I will be using a lot of wool, I'll be winding them up and they should just fit in my storage a lot nicer and a lot neater. I should just be able to stack them without having to shove, because that's currently what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead today and finish the tail for the pig, get that sewn on, inserted, and that will be done. I will also show you the progress I made on that. And then yeah, from tomorrow we will be on the crocodile, and I have a feeling we will get it done tomorrow. And then on Friday, hopefully we can make some eyes and stick some stuff on. And then I can get going into beginning making stock for the shop. How exciting. So yeah, before we move on, remember to leave a comment down below of which party animal you would like me to make next. But in my head, I've told myself I would like to make the bee or the sparrow. Leave me a list and I can work on it. Let's go ahead and finish Big Pig officially. So this is where we are with Big Pig. Ears, feet, belly, and embroidered. Fucking hell. Embroidered markings. Very happy with how all of that turned out, and honestly I'm rather surprised at how even I got them. I wasn't really expecting that, but my triangle embroidery skills are clearly getting better. But yes, this is where we are with Big Pig. So it is literally tail, wired, stuffed, sewn, and eyes. So we're going to finish the tail, stick it on. Oh, I'm knackered from holding them up. And then yeah, this one will be another one officially finished, and hopefully, should the person who said they wanted him want him still, he'll be going to a new home. And yeah, he's quite beefy. So let's get this finished, and then I'll be very excited when that pile of stuff that needs to be finished is finished. tail is on, attached. Definitely could have done it bigger and swirlier, but I also think that is just the cutest little thing. Oh, booty. Yes, I really like it. So Big Pig is, minus the ears, pretty much done. So I'm gonna just go get Little Pig so we can put them together so you can see what they both look like. And yeah, we're then gonna start tomorrow by moving on to the crocodile. You didn't see it because I was recording, but I've just whacked myself in the head with both of them. And I don't even know how. I think it was a ricochet effect. Oh my goodness. It's Pig Mountain. Pigmania. Oh, they just look so cute together. Aww. I can't wait for these to be finished. This is the backs of them. I know I keep saying that the next one that I've just finished is my favourite, but I do genuinely think that especially Little Pig is one of my absolute favourites that I've made. I do still love the beetle. I keep staring at it and I just fall in love every time I look at him. The main reason I like the beetle so much is because he has texture, and I don't mean like feel, well I guess I do, but he's not just like, you know, just one stitch. He's a fly. He is a mixture, and there's like bubbles, there's like a lot of embroidery, a lot of text, like a lot of stuff sticking out. This one is relatively the same, like towards this end, especially on Little Pig. There's a bit more texture here, but I just think they look so cute. I absolutely adore them. They stack really well when I'm not whacking myself with them, but they are I mean, Big Pig is heavy, but they are heavy together. But yeah, I cannot get over how cute this is. I can't wait to put the eyes on. I don't mean this in like a bad way, but I can't wait for these to be done and finalised. I can't wait to take pictures with them all. I look forward to this week when we get to spend a day just sticking eyes on, and there shouldn't actually be that many of them, so it shouldn't be too much of a big daunting task for me to do. But yeah, I'm very proud of how this is all going so far. I could not be happier in life making my favourite game characters come to life. And I can't wait to write the patterns up. So for anyone wondering, I have actually written a pattern up for this. Obviously I've done one for myself so I can copy it again in the future, which is exactly what I did with the worm. But I think if I can make this smaller, I would definitely do a pattern for that. If not, I think I may just consider this the small one. Because I mean, it's a pretty good size. Like, it's not too big. It's friggin' adorable. And maybe we make this one a little bigger, like a happy medium. Because I love Jumbo Pig, but I just don't think I could do another Big Pig. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just absolutely in love. Hello, it is the afternoon again on Thursday. It's the next day. I think I showed you me finishing the pig yesterday. I don't actually remember what I filmed, but I'm pretty sure I showed you them both. I did. So today we're working on the crocodile, long last. I also got my nails done. Lovely and red. Yes, anyway, we're working on the crocodile today. I've been doing some bits and bobs because I've just had one of them days where I seem to have to nip out for something and have like a half an hour gap in between. So I've just been doing them as and when. But I've started doing two little crocodile legs, and I've done the outer bit slightly wider so it can attach to the roundness. So these are the front legs. I'm actually on version 2 because I started with this one and it's just too big for Mr. Crocodile. These ones are certainly a better fit. So actually I think I'm going to make them the back legs and then I'll do the front legs a little shorter. Yes. So I've just got 2 more legs to do, and then I need to work on the detailing, and then I need to work on the teeth. the teeth, which will be around here. So this one is kind of giving me some type of feeling because I absolutely love the crocodile, but I also know I could do better. And normally in this instance, I would kind of like start again, all over again, but I don't want to because I really, really like how he's kind of turning out. I just know he can be better, and I think I've said before, like he's kind of, not right now because I've just morphed him, but he's a little on the wonky side. Like everything's kind of uneven, as you can see, like we don't want it to do that, but I can't shape it in the right direction for it to stay. So it's not a massive issue. We can just fix it when we do the official pattern, which I'm still not 100% with this one, but we will get there. And I think I'm also going to go back to doing it this way. I don't know. Maybe we'll have this be like a sewn on portion. I don't know. Let's get on with finishing his feet. We can do his details. We can do his teeth. And then the last thing we have to do for the crocodile and the 2 pigs and the beetle is just cut some eyes out, make some eyes, stick them on. And they're all done. And as of next week, I can start on something completely new. I also touched on yesterday that I made a beanie, which I'm not classing as whip because why do I need to? Mostly because it's not the same wool, it's a completely different type of thing. Said beanie, I do actually quite like how it turned out. However, after both me and my partner tried it on, we both just kind of said it is a little bit tight. So I'm going to try and size it up a bit, just so it's a bit baggier, and also just so it's a bit longer. I don't know, like I don't really like it when beanies like are attached to my head. I like to be able to like faff around and put them back here and make them baggy. So I think I'm going to do that. But yeah, for the colour scheme, I think it turned out really, really cool. As I mentioned, it is 3 yarns together, so it is a purple, a pink and a blue, and it just looks awesome. I think this is going to be a really good way of me reducing down the huge amount of cotton/acrylic yarn that I have. So at some point these will probably be up, not this one, but these will also be up on the website. Should you want a beanie, everyone likes a good beanie. But yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out actually. Like, it was so easy to do, and it's also a really mindless project. Like I can just sit on the sofa in the evening and do it and not really have to think, which I think I've already said yesterday when I was explaining. But anyway, yeah, let's get back onto the crocodile, get that done. I really want to get all these elements done and sewn on today, so we'll see. It's probably going to be some more stuff off camera. I will nip in and out throughout the day and update you on how it's all going, and then if I don't get to show you anymore, I will show you tomorrow. Check in for you on crocodile. We have the feet attached, and I think this is the best placement I have done on any of these animals for feet, minus the ladybird in the back because they were sewn in, and these are obviously sewn on. So they're level on the body so that when he stands right rather than very skew with. I have tried my best to straighten this out with some like thread, like pulling it through, and it's not quite there, but it's better. But yeah, this is in from this side and then this side. So again, the only thing is that the yarn changes twist. So I think I've mentioned before that I'm going to try and do a different stitch, like a yarn under yarn over, to try and stack them a bit better, and also maybe start from the middle with my row joinings rather than on the side. I don't know if that'd make any difference at all. So yep, feet checking, balanced, pretty good. He is again quite top heavy, so obviously he's got this bit. I think I'm going to try and make that a bit smaller as well. I think that is a bit too big, which I think will help, but again I think I'm going to have to go for weighted feet, which is fine. So next I will be working on the red detailing, which is basically just a bunch of single crochets. I could, if I wanted to, do surface crocheting. Probably won't. I'll crochet some bits and sew them on. I could also use felt if I wanted to. But yep, we're there, and then I'll be moving on to the teeth, which I think for that what I'm going to do is get surface crochet in this colour down the side to kind of create a lip. and then most likely felt teeth for now so I can stick them in, but I'm not sure. I would like to like surface crochet them on. Maybe I do them on first, a bit lower, and then I do the lip over the top. Maybe I crochet them individually, sew them on, and then do the thing. Who knows? We'll see what happens. I'm not filming these bits just because it is a lot of trying to figure it out. I just want to kind of chill. I'll keep popping back in to show you guys. But yeah, having a slightly chiller afternoon doing some bits. Check in again. We are getting very, very close to the end. It looks so cute. So it's not perfectly even, obviously, because it's very skew if I've been finding it really hard to get it balanced between evening it out but also sticking with this so it's symmetrical. So I've kind of just gone for it and done what I can. But yeah, apart from that, I can't do anything else with like the twisting. The belly I'm very happy with, to say that I really do wish that I'd have single crocheted the rows of red, which I will do next time. I'll have to remember them now that I kind of know how many rows I've got and how long it's going to be. But yes, very happy with him so far. He looks really cool. So his eyes are going to go about there. And then yeah, I've just got to do the tags now and then the mouth trim. We should be good to go. Good morning, it is officially Friday and hopefully the last day of this now 3-week long challenge. Yesterday I managed to finish all of the sewing on the crocodile. I did the feet, the teeth and the mouth edging plus the details. I showed you the details in the feet, but I didn't show you anything else after that. I absolutely powered through. I'm still not 100% happy with the crocodile, but I do really like him now that he's kind of coming to the end. So let me show you that and then I will tell you, I won't say I'll tell you the plan for the day. You already kind of know, I said it a couple of seconds ago for you, but yesterday for me. The plan for today is cut out the eyes and stick them all on, and all of these will officially be done to the point where I can move on and do something else. So let me show you the crocodile first. Here he is. So like I say, I'm not 100% officially happy with this. I definitely think he could be better, and I think it will help when I officially like rejig the pattern. I think there's a couple of things I want to change. I would like to change the bend here. I would quite like that to be a bit more flush, and I think that would make more sense with the teeth. I also would like this bit to be smaller, and obviously the main thing that we need to fix and change is the curving, which is going to be something that I'm really going to have to work on. I've never worked on a pattern in a rounded shape that requires colour switching like halfway through like this does. This is the bottom view of the teeth, by the way. Give you a bit of a closer view of it. The teeth, well, I like them crocheted actually. I just don't know how that would hold up in the future. I don't know if I would change it to be felt or maybe something a bit sturdier. Like, I don't know. Maybe when this shape is different, it'll feel, I don't know. It's a work in progress, but I am actually really happy with him. Even if with the teeth I put like a layer of glue on the back to make them a bit tougher so they don't keep curling up, maybe that's an option as well. But I was able to just sew these on, and then I did a surface crochet and then a half double crochet in the dark colour, and I do think that it has made the world of difference. I don't like the sharp bit there where it like cuts off, but I can't change that, I'm afraid. But yeah, he looks awesome. I am happy with how he's turned out. To say this is like the second, technically the first official draft, but like the second draft of his body. But oh my god, he's gonna look so cute, and when his eyes are on, he's gonna look awesome. So yes, we are doing the eyes today. I picked out all the colours of my felt that I have this morning, hoping that they match as good as possible. So yeah, I'm gonna spend some time drawing out the shapes for the eyes, cutting out the template, and then transferring them onto here and then cutting them out. It's going to be a lot of cutting, but it's also not at the same time. It's not going to be as much as what I had to cut out for the bat. That was painful. So yes, fingers crossed for a cricket in the future that will hopefully cut felt. But yes, the light at the end of the tunnel is fast approaching. We're almost there. So yeah, let's get started on drawing out and cutting some eyes, and then I will at some point be sticking them on today. I would quite like to sit outside. It's supposed to be very nice and warm and sunny today. There is no wind whatsoever, so it is a warm day. So yes, I would like to do the sticking outside because, as I've mentioned before, the glue absolutely stinks. So let's get on to cutting. Oh, I'm so glad that this is almost done. So we have officially finished all of the pinatas. I will insert clips here of me showing you the finished products. They're all done. They've all had a nice good sunbathe outside with me. I was doing the gluing outside because I've mentioned before that the glue absolutely stinks, and because it's a particularly hot sunny day, if you couldn't tell by the redness that is me, they've all dried. Oh my god, that was unnerving. Oh goodness, that was scary. So they are all glued on, safe, ready for sale in their new homes. And yes, because they've also been sat out in the sun, they've dried relatively quickly. I'm also going to show you how the pinatas are currently sat, because that really scared me. They're all just staring. That's so unnerving. It's this one, the one that spooked me the most. But look at the little collection, isn't it cute? Just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me on this challenge. It has been really fun just getting them all done, sorted, ready to go. And from now on, we'll be making new things and we'll be getting ready to stock the shop. I am also away in 2 weeks at the very beginning of June, so there will be no videos for that. I will remind you closer to the time. But yes, I just wanted to make you aware there will be no videos. So yeah, from here on out, shop stock and new things, plus creating the website, which is almost done. But yes, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you for being here, especially in today's video. And yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe. There will be a lot more of this. Also check out my Ko-fi page for behind the scenes photos. I'm trying to remember to update there a little bit more than I have been. I haven't. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye. Mwah.